Grandma said the house is yours when Dad passes. My niece said it to me over a plate of pie. I laughed because I thought she was messing with me. We were at my aunt's place for Easter, and my 11-year-old niece Maddie was sitting cross-legged next to me on the porch swing. I said, "Kiddo, your dad is fine. I talked to him this morning." She looked up, genuinely confused, and said, "But everyone knows he's got that lung thing." Grandma showed us the page. He's got maybe a year. I stopped laughing. My brother Russ is a 44-year-old roofer who runs 5Ks. I said, "Maddie, what page?" She pulled up something on her tablet and turned it around. "Help Russ breathe. Fighting stage 4. Lung disease." There was a photo of my brother, except his skin was gray, there was an oxygen cannula under his nose, and he was in a hospital gown. Russ has never spent a night in a hospital in his life. Someone had put his face on another man's body and done it well enough that my hands went cold. The page had raised $312,000. I scrolled. The description said he'd been diagnosed 14 months ago, that he was too weak to work, that his family was drowning. There were 40-some updates. Photos of him with a nebulizer. A photo of a hospital bracelet with his name on it, which I later learned was photoshopped from a stock image. A video, thankfully short, of a man's back in a hospital bed while a woman's voice cried off camera. The most recent update was posted 9 days earlier. Rough week. Oxygen levels dropping. Thank you all for carrying us. The organizer was Denise Wheeler, my mother. I walked inside holding the tablet. My mother was at the counter cutting a second pie. My Aunt Sylvia was next to her. I turned the screen around. "What is this?" My mother's face went the color of the countertop. Sylvia set down the knife and didn't pick it up again. $300,000, I said. "You've been telling the entire county that Russ is dying." My mother started talking fast. "It began so small. His truck transmission went out and I thought a few $100s. A few hundred? There's a video. There's a fake hospital bracelet," Sylvia said quietly. "We were always going to tell him. We were going to give him most of it. You committed fraud using my brother's face." My mother's chin came up. "Nobody was harmed. People want to give. It makes them feel good about themselves," I said. "His foreman donated $800. His high school football coach organized a benefit dinner. Russ's ex-wife has been telling Maddie her father is dying." That's when it landed on me, what that actually meant. Maddie thinks her dad is dying. Neither of them answered. "How long?" Sylvia looked at the floor. My mother said, "About 3 years. 3 years. It wasn't always his lungs," Sylvia said, and I swear she said it like she was correcting the record. "The first one was after the ice storm, for roof damage. Then there was the one for your cousin's surgery. Then a house fire that didn't happen. The illness ones perform better. Perform better." My mother said, "You don't know what it's been like. The pressure we've been under." "How many?" My mother finally looked at me. "This is the 5th. The others only brought in a few thousand each. This one got picked up by the news station in Wheeling, and after that we couldn't stop. People were watching." I thought about the last 3 years. My mother asking Russ if he'd had that cough looked at. Sylvia mentioning at Christmas that he seemed winded. They'd been laying track the whole time in front of me at dinner tables. Who else knew? The silence lasted about 4 seconds. "Your uncle," my mother said. "Sylvia's daughter. A few of the church women who shared it. So most of this family has been fundraising off my brother's death for 3 years, and not one person mentioned it to him." Maddie appeared in the doorway with the tablet still in her hands. She looked at all of us and said, "Uncle Grant, are you mad because Dad's not really sick?" 11 years old, holding the whole thing, trying to figure out if good news was allowed. I crouched down. "No, baby. I'm very, very happy your dad isn't sick. He's fine. He's going to be fine for a long time." She started crying, which I wasn't ready for. I stood up and told my mother I was calling Russ, then the police, then a lawyer, in that order. My mother grabbed my sleeve. "Grant, please, think about what this does to this family." I said, "You should have thought about that before you sold my brother's funeral to 3,000 strangers." Russ drove over. He watched the video of a stranger's back with his name under it and didn't say a word for 10 minutes. My mother took a plea. Sylvia is awaiting trial. Maddie lives with her dad now. He picks her up from school every day, on time, breathing fine.